Well, before we actually look into the Bitcoin today, first of all, a couple of words about what happened yesterday in the United States. I think the banking crisis in a way is back. There's a regional bank called First Republic. The shares went down by about 50% yesterday. They had to be taken off from trade. Now what happened? The deficits went down from 200 billion to roughly 100 billion, so by 50%. And maybe this bank has to be bailed out. Well, we had in the last 4 weeks a lot of these problems. We had Credit Suisse, we had Signature Bank, we had Silicon Valley Bank. And it doesn't stop. This is the very aggressive interest rates from the Federal Reserve, which brings banks really in trouble. And for this reason, we first of all have a look to the overall picture. What we see here is today's heat map from S&P 500. And this is a result of yesterday. Everything is more or less red. So the whole market is scared. And what is very important, we quickly look at the rate hike expectations. And this is really interesting for me. The market still believes with 80% that we see another increase of 25 base points on the 3rd of May. Very hard for me to believe when I see all the problems with the bank. And another thing is that last night, and we will have a look into this now, the Bitcoin could really benefit from this. So now let's check the Bitcoin. This is live, 28,980. So we are close back to 29,000. Increase last night with around about $1,500. I mean, we predicted already yesterday that a trend change could be on the horizon. But due to what happened with First Republic yesterday, it's really amazing what happened. So people see in a way Bitcoin as safe haven. By the way, the same happened last night to gold. It also went back over $2,000. Very interesting. On the other hand, we are now again on a 4-hourly basis. You can see here in the RSI of about 70%. A correction could come. We quickly check now, first of all, the market capitalization. A result of this is Bitcoin is now on place 10 in the global assets with $558 billion. On 1 is gold, over 13 trillion, and on 5 is silver. So this is really something which is very interesting to watch. For this reason, we have a look to the overall picture. And what we see here now, this is on a monthly base. Every candle is a month. 4 months in a row, green. And since last night, again, April is green. I spoke a lot about it. MACD, this is the name of the game. Very close to the blue line. If we see a bullish crossover from a downside to the upside, that would be most likely the start of a new bull run. On the other hand, RSI on a monthly base, 51%, still very healthy. Okay, so the thing is, there is a strong correlation, at least it looks like, that people go into Bitcoin, or at least a certain amount of money goes into Bitcoin, because we're scared about the money system. This is basically what it is. And it's good possible that we see a further increase of a Bitcoin. And for this reason, we will check now the technical details. Okay, we first of all check the Fear and Greed Index. It went up to 56%, slightly in the greed zone. And what is really interesting today is the heat map. It's more or less all green. It's not only BTC, because all the altcoins are falling. It's really interesting. Market capitalization went up to 48%. So Bitcoin is getting stronger. The total market is 1.3 trillion. We are still future driven. We saw in the last couple of days a long squeezes. I believe tomorrow and the next day we will see short squeezes. Real day loaded addresses, not a big change. Well, Bitcoin Google trend, no change, not that much interest. Volume. Well, still not a lot of volume, but at least it's not a downtrend on the volume by increasing price. That's not so bad. All right, and now we come to a very important thing, which is the trend, the technical trend. Like always, we start with a Bollinger bands, and we see now, as I said yesterday, that most likely we reached the lower end of the bands. So last night went back to the middle zone. We see the same thing on the MACD. This is really nice because the MACD had a changing point. It looks like that he's going back to the blue line. At least the red bars, they get smaller. And RSI is very, very good. It's about 50%. This is, by the way, on a daily base. For this reason, our momentum indicator for the next 48 hours says, yes, we could go back over 30,000 US dollar. That would be great. Now, the cycle model. Cycle model is perfectly matched between real price and model price. It's only $200 difference. This is really amazing. Target here still about 41,000 in April next year. Second model also very much in the middle trend. So target of about $42,000 in April 24 for the halving point has not changed. Very important is now the Fibonacci retracement for Bitcoin. And as you can see, it looks like we are moving back to the golden box with 61.8%. That would be very important. We have been there before. By the way, go on this website. As you can see, this is all interactive. You can play around with all the data, historical data. So maybe this is going to happen today or tomorrow. We will see. Long-term trend, you can check by yourself. I often spoke about it. You see more or less the history, and you can play around by looking in the near future. All right, you guys. Update. I hope it was valuable, and would be great to see you tomorrow again. Thanks, and bye-bye.